Hello everyone who listen to me. My name is Abdel-Aziz Ramadan al Said El-Hadary. I am famous with Abdel-Aziz El-Hadary and Aziz. It's enough to me. I am a graduate in food science and industry in food science and industry department, agriculture faculty, Azhar University in 2010. I have Master of Science in food science and technology, food science department, agriculture faculty, Zakazig University in 2015. I trained in food science, human nutrition, and dietetics in Technological Educational Institute of Crete, Greece, spring semester in 2018 as Erasmus Plus incoming program students. I have good skill in use computer program, ICDL, International Computer Drive Lessons, Windows, Word, Excel, Access, IT, PowerPoint, and Internet in 2010, using AutoCAD program from 2011, trained on MATLAB program from 2013 and using DiceSpeak program in 2018. I practice a lot of sport like running, swimming, drive bike, lead horses, and I play chess and football is a favorite to me. And I play guitar, acoustic chord is a favorite to me. I showed about food security, food wastes is to introduce to PhD scholarship in adaptive IoT-based software for food security, and I hope you will have good time with my presentation. First of all, we can call food wastes is the untravelled world walls. We lose a lot of food throughout the supply chain from initial agricultural production down to final household consumption. Food wastes in medium and high income countries show in two parts. Small parts occur early in this food supply chain in the industrialized regions and the huge one at consumption stage. In development and low-income countries, the position is inverse, where the huge part of food waste is lost early during food supply chain and process, while the small part lost during food consumption. We lose one-third of food produced from human consumption as wastes globally, which amount to about 1.3 billion tons per year. European and North of America citizens have from 95 to 115 kg per capita per year, while sub-Saharan of Africa and Southeast Asia is only from 6 to 11 kg per capita per year. From all this, we can divide food wastes to two parts. Number one, raw material wastes, and this part also divided to harvest wastes, like all the part of plant we didn't eat eggs directly. Another part is waste of grading and cleaning, and this part have all the disadvantaged fruits. The last part is transport storage wastes, and of course we will have this part when we store the fruits under bad condition or transport it without good caring. First part of food wastes is food process wastes, and this part also divided to waste during food process, like all the part of fruits we didn't eat it, and waste during food consumption. And if you ask me, I will tell you this is the problem, and I call this part the untravelled world walls. Risk of food wastes. Food waste bring a lot of problem to our environment, and of course it will have effect in our health behind destruction the environment. So how we can utilization of food? A lot of person try utilization of food wastes. I tried utilization of food wastes in my study in Master of Science, and I tried maximize the utilization of food wastes. And my vision is, number one, we should decrease food wastes, get rid of food wastes during consumption, the huge problem if you remember. Number two, production high economic products like natural medicine, vitamins, phytochemical compounds, antioxidant, biofuel, and a lot of things else. Food computer program in food science and human nutrition. I have two examples to use computer program in food science and human nutrition. The first program is MATLAB program, where we can determine our meals from some previous data, which we introduce it to the program to have a lot of choice, can select between it to have our meals. The second program is Speak program, which give our two things. Number one, what is the good meal to the persons according to them and sabermetric measures. Number two, analysis all the information to all foods. What is this food have from macro and micronutrients? About food security program, my vision is make combination between MATLAB and Bytespeak program with some modified to have computer program have information about all the ingredients of food, macro and micronutrients, with possibility to give our many choice of diets when we want take our meals. To have integrated meals after give the program which we have food components and our anthropometric measures, and provided us how much amount of food wastes will we have from the choice severally, and how we can utilization of these wastes. How can I do that? Let's go to see. Food security program. Design the program. The contract of program will have information about raw material, meal habits, food wastes, utilization of food wastes. The raw material will have information about ingredients of food and the content of macro and micronutrients to these ingredients, every one of it severally, and some information about wastes like agriculture wastes, food factories wastes, and food markets wastes. It will have all the information about all raw materials. Male habits, it will have information about some habits of males to give our good choice to our diets and provided us what will we have from macro and micronutrients from our choice according to anthropometric measures, stage, and natural floor. Food wastes, it will have information about what is the type and percentage of wastes we will have from our meals. So it will have information about home wastes and restaurant wastes. From all previous informations, this program will help us
to decrease our amount of food. Behind maximize our utilization of ingredients and content of foods. With all this, it will have information about production, high economic products from the ingredients of wastes which we will have on home scope and in company's scope. Testing the program. Input data. Searching in the program will be according to anthropometric measures to get the good meals to our bodies and ingredients of food, know the content of food, in food, know the macro and micronutrients of food, and we can search about food wastes to get amount and percentage of wastes from food. From our searching, we will have output data like choice of meals, type and nutritional value of food, and percentage and ingredients of food wastes. So, what is the utilization of this program? Behind preservation of the environment, improving the health to citizens, and decrease of food costs in generally, I divided this utilization to three parts: to the persons, to the companies, and to the countries. To the persons, we can see that in number one, diversity of food source. Number two, decrease of food costs from decrease of food consumption and decrease of food amounts and decrease of food wastes. And we will have new sources of financial income like production some products from the wastes, biofuel, for example. The companies, we can see that in diversity of raw material. Number two, decrease of raw material costs. Number three, utilization of all ingredients of raw material. Create a new field and profitable work. And of course, increase corporate profits. The countries, we can see that in creating new jobs, improving the economy of some countries, contribute to solving the environmental problem, creating of new sources of energy, and all this will give our healthy environment for living. And finally, thank you about your attention, and I hope you all have good time. Thank you.